Hey, good evening, everyone, from live from BGC from Manila, Philippines. Good evening, Philippines. Good evening, Asia. Good morning, America. And a big mabuhay to everyone. Hope everyone's doing great out there. As you can see, I changed my location a little bit to have a little bit of a purple backdrop. I thought the other backdrop looked kind of bad. I got to get a better one, but I guess this one will have to suffice till we do it. But I don't know. Can you? I don't think you can see outside. Nah, I didn't think you'd be able to. I have a nice view out there uh, of the pool and everything, but yeah, you can't really see it. So there we go. So anyway, yeah, just an evening cup of Joe like yesterday, everyone. Evening cup of coffee. Ooh, it tastes good. Just a nice little cup of coffee after dinner. And I guess people have been doing that for thousands of years. Hey, not too much happening here, just kind of getting through the day, working on my Facebook page. Should have that up and running for the channel tomorrow. I got to work on the Patreon account. I'll work on that tomorrow. And but our I got a video up today. Our new video is up today, and that's part two of the our great experience at Mega Mall. Yeah, so Mega Mall was a great time, and that's kind of our. Maddie went out there, and they it's really strange. Like over here at the mall down the street, Vista Mall, they had more toys. I mean, at least the toys that he likes. He's kind of picky. He's kind of a little collector for his age, and they didn't have the right model of toy for him there. But it was a beautiful toy shop. And what I love about the toy shops in the Philippines is that they kind of remind me of toy shops when I was a kid in the US, where most of them were pretty big and you had lots of people kind of helping you around. And so I just thought that was really, really wonderful that they had that there. So it's really great, and the people help you, guide you. But if you watch the video, Maddie is like running around on his own. He's like, found it, jackpot. So it was really, really funny that Maddie kind of figured that out on his own. He found the toy, but they didn't have the one he really wanted, and he was going to buy something, and I wasn't going to buy something just because he wanted to. I wanted something that because he's very particular. He'll just not use it. And plus it was Christmas and everything too. So, his birthday is in June, but you have Easter coming up and some other holidays. So, it's only 1,000 pesos, but that's a lot to some people in the Philippines. And, it's kind of a lot of money in the U.S. too. So for one truck, in the U.S. it's $7 or 700 pesos for the same truck. So, it's a little better on the price, but if he doesn't really need it or it's not really for him, I'm not, going to really do it or be that concerned about it. So in any event, he walked out a little slightly disappointed, to say the least. But if you watch the video, we went up and we got, this mixing device. And it's got a couple of different attachments on it and stuff. And Priscilla's going to use that to make some dough and some other stuff. And so we hope to get that on the channel soon. She hasn't made bread since she left the U.S. And quite frankly, the packaged Pandasol that they have here, it's okay. I'm not trying to put it down or anything. It's fun, but it's not the same as when it comes from a bakery or out of the oven. When it's really crisp and fresh. Well, I really like bread when it's really crispy and fresh, and there really weren't too much bread like that. When you get it, in the bag. I don't know. I'm losing my brain here. In the bag. So I thought that was kind of neat, that she could make that for the channel. And I know lots of Filipinos worldwide, they're looking for the recipe or what works. And plus, we got the how should I say that? We got the oven, and the oven is really great cooking. It really does a great job. And so, I want to sort of utilize the oven, but really I want it for myself. I really want that Panda Sol. I miss it with, hot out of the oven with butter. Oh, that's awesome. So I'm kind of missing that right now. And I'd have her in the video saying, you're promising if I buy this the mixer that you're going to do it. She's like, yeah, I'll do it. So, she's going to do that and some other recipes. She's really got good at baking cakes. And she made her first cake and she was so hard on herself. I thought it tasted great. Then she made another one. It was even better. She's really exact and really good with that. I'm not that kind of person. I like a pinch of this, a pinch of that, when you're baking or, I don't follow directions exactly. In baking, you have to follow directions pretty exact or, it doesn't turn out. But it was kind of funny in the US because the weather was different. Cold, I should say. The yeast wasn't rising, and she would have to put it in the microwave to help it rise and things like that. And it just wasn't rising at all. And so she was getting quite annoyed with that. But cup of Joe. So, it's kind of interesting that when you move to different places, you have to do different things. So any event, I'm really hoping that when she gets, finally gets some time, she can do that for the channel. I think some people, I wish she could taste it. It'd be really great. And, maybe if we ever have the chance, I think if we ever get up to 1,000 subscribers, if we can ever have an eyeball at some of our subscribers, that would be really, really fantastic. And bring some of the Panda Sol, which is basically Spanish bread, right? But it really tastes really, really good. So with that, I'm looking at this box every day because that's the mixer box. I'm like, when are we going to use this thing? It's just sitting on the counter. And I'm like, man, we got to use this for something. I mean, hey, listen, I should get off my derriere, my butt, and make some pizza dough. It's so easy to do, you just have to get up and do it. You have the equipment, it's not very hard. So I don't know. One of us has got to do it pretty soon. But anyway, that's the second half of the video. She got that. And then we went to Krispy Kreme. And Krispy Kreme is great. People love Krispy Kreme. I like Dunkin' Donuts a little bit better. I like more of a cake kind of thing. I don't know. Krispy Kreme is great, but it's really, really heavy with sugar. And hey, listen, they make a good product and they make a good cup of Joe. But I prefer Dunkin' Donuts. But anyway, we kind of we're so exhausted from running around the mall. I mean, we were just so tired. And of course, she was up there with DFA, and she has to go back this Friday and finally pick up the passports. We've been delaying that mainly because we thought the eruption and everything maybe delayed the processing a little bit. And we can't get them on the phone. No one's answering. So it's like, hey, at this point, we should have just paid for delivery, to be honest with you, instead of going back. But Priscilla said she wanted to pick it up. So I don't know. Because I guess we wanted it quicker. Well, you can't anticipate everything, But in any event, she's going to have to go down there and pick it up now. And it should be, I don't know if we're going to go with her this time, but I really, really love Mega Mall up there. I just love that mall. I've been there a few times. I just like the feel of it. It feels like a great mall. It's kind of people having fun. It's, Aura to me is like a really, really fancy, we call it fancy schmancy mall, and they're always, everyone's looking around like this. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel like you can have a good time. I mean, it's a very nice mall. Aura is a very nice looking mall, but I prefer a more happy mall where everyone's kind of like, yeah, okay, yeah, kind of bopping around and everything like that. So I that's why I really like Mega Mall. And plus, I couldn't really find that. Maybe I'm wrong. I couldn't really find a lot of computer shops and stuff. And right there in Mega Mall, if you go to the back or to the side or wherever it was, I got lost in computer land. It was just all these little stores and big stores and brand name stores like Dell and Asus and Acer, all kinds of things over there. And I didn't have time to go in there. I'd love to have time to go in there and look around and look at the computers and look at all that stuff. Not that I can buy anything. I don't got the money to buy anything, especially in the Philippines. Computers are really expensive. But I'm just a gadget guy. I love gadgets. I like to go in there and take a look at some gadgets and, see what's going on or what's happening. So I thought that was, kind of neat, with the gadgets and everything else that, you could check them out because I couldn't find them anywhere else but Mega Mall. So I thought that was kind of cool. And now I haven't been to Market. So in all fairness, we have to go take a trip up to Market and, see exactly what's going on there. And check it out. Maybe we'll go this week. I'm not sure. We have some friends coming up on Saturday. So I'm really not sure, what exactly we're going to do. But we have to go and check out Market. And then we have to go into, the high street of BGC and kind of walk around and check out some of the restaurants. We just got here and we're like, man, we got to check these places out. And where we are in Taguig is just a little outside BGC. It's not that far, maybe 7-minute ride. And we just have to figure out, they got some shuttles from Acacia that run into Vista Mall, and then they run into Market. We just have to find out the way to go because paying a Grab like $5 each way, I mean, after a while, it gets kind of expensive to do it. But I mean, maybe this week we'll do it or something. But we got to figure out how to get there and how to get back because we have the shuttles here. We should just do it. It's a little more of a hassle because you got to take a shuttle to the front of Acacia and then take another shuttle out. So we kind of have to figure that, get that price going and see what the difference is. But in any event, though, I need to go to Market and check that place out, see what they have there, and just to get the feel of it. But more importantly, I know they have some great restaurants in BGC, and so maybe they even have a great cup of Joe. Yeah. So you go check out some place up there and see exactly what's happening and what's going on. But that's, pretty much, what we want to do. Now, some of our subscribers, that were here in the live chat were saying that, they wanted us to go out to some seafood restaurants and some of these markets, you can pick out your seafood and have it cooked. We used to have those in the U.S. and in some places, expensive places, we do too. I'm sure but we don't have too many open fish markets anymore. I know in New York is the Fulton Fish Market. I'm sure in Boston, down in, out in San Francisco, but I don't know if you can pick it out yourself or whatever. But it's kind of amazing that, you can do that kind of thing. But, here it's easy to do and it's really kind of exciting. And so I don't know if my son Matthew would like that. He's kind of an animal lover. He'll be like, "You're cooking the fish." I mean, I don't know. He's okay, but a lot of people, especially in the West, aren't used to going to markets where they cut up the chicken in front of you. Everything is packaged. It's like it went to the chicken market. The chicken area, and it comes out, all cut up. No one really wants to see the chicken deheaded or whatever. I remember my mother telling me on the farm, they used to cut the chicken's head off and they used to run around before they would drop dead, and they would pick them up and, cut them up and eat them. A lot of times in America, we're separated from all this stuff. And, people don't even know how something becomes food anymore. But so I'm just thinking like, going to the market, buying stuff for the seafood market. But I think, Matthew should be okay with that. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. But, we'll just see what happens here. So, I mean, the weather today was really, really good. It was one of the first nice days in a long time. And of course, we got the news today, thank God, that the volcano, the sulfur was way, way down, the sulfur levels. And so it's not producing, a lot of poison gas. So like I said, the pool out there has been closed forever for, I don't know, like week and a half now, or whatever. Which, I mean, is not a big deal. I'm just saying I really didn't understand why they're shutting it down. But maybe with the sulfur going down and kind of disappearing, that we can get back to normal, because the weather certainly was really, really nice. And I'm still feeling a little tired. I don't think it's from the volcano, but I got to get back to working out. I was on a really good workout tear. And then I got that flu thing. And man, I fought that off for like 5 days, and then it just hammered me, like hit you like a hammer. Hit you like a hammer. I mean, that thing just slammed me, and I was like, whoa. And so, I did some work on the channel and some other stuff today, but man, I was like, and I'm, other things with Matthew and things. But I was like, man, I'm going to take it a little bit easy and catch up on my sleep and stuff. But, hey, I feel pretty good now. I felt better the other day. I had a lot more energy. I still feel pretty good. And, we got to plan some exciting things. And like going to that restaurant and picking out a fish would be great. And that's by the Mall of Asia out there. And, we wanted to head into where we want, the Mine Museum, which is out in BGC. I think that would be pretty fun, especially for Matthew. Go out to the Mine Museum and some other stuff that they have out there and check it out. And eventually, of course, he wants to go to the zoo. The zoo. He just loves going to the zoo. And the kid knows his animals. And so we have to go out to the Manila Zoo sometime. But that's a trip. That is way, way, way out there. And so, I don't know what to do about that. That'd be an intense trip. You have to get up early, of course. Probably want to do it on a Sunday or something like that. So in any event, it was a great Grave Live talk. I am having a little bit of technical difficulty, so I'm going to sign back on in a second. Let me just end this live stream and start it again. All right.